Here are 5 reasons why narcissists will continue to abuse your honor and consider you as their slave. Why do we have to deal with these narcissists who only care about themselves? And number 1, consider that the majority of us find it challenging to make sense of everything. Those who have interacted with narcissists can attest to their ferocity. But let me first explain what ego is and how it changes. A person with narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, has an out-of-control mentality, is utterly incapable of feeling empathy, and is always attention-seeking. Although providing care for someone with this illness is difficult, family and friend support makes it easier. The issue is, though, how did we come to have such a large population of self-obsessed people? It turns out that childhood hardships and stressors are what cause the bothersome, mulish condition known as narcissism. According to studies, growing up with little discipline and receiving a lot of attention might eventually lead to narcissism. And believe me, the brains of young narcissists are as malleable as mashed potatoes. When you were young, did your parents have unreasonable expectations for you? Most likely, they may have had a motive. Those disgusting narcissists. You know, those who intentionally harm their loved ones to demonstrate how much they dislike themselves. Until a narcissist holds you in high regard, you must be obsequious and essentially worship them. But if you reveal your flaws, don't expect them to remember the positive deeds you may have performed for them in the past. Once they realize you are similar to them, all respect and communication are lost. In this video, we provide 6 examples of how vicious and manipulative narcissists can be. Stay until the end for you to understand it. Number 1. Narcissists have a black and white mentality and are preoccupied with their own superiority. They cannot tolerate seeing anyone succeed beside themselves. If they cannot attribute your achievements to themselves, they will resent you. Their universe is devoid of rational thought. They argue with you not because they care about your opinion of them, but because they have no idea what they're doing. Since they cannot control how others perceive them, they act arbitrarily. Your loved ones will be happy for you if you achieve success. But narcissists will be occupied nitpicking and finding flaws. Those in authority will also attempt to impede your development. Number 2. Narcissists don't just think they're hot stuff. They genuinely believe they are superior to others. Despite perpetually feeling down on themselves, they find ways to convince themselves of their greatness. Narcissists often attempt to drag down those they've hurt, whether it's by falsely exaggerating their own accomplishments or by mocking, embarrassing, or otherwise humiliating people they deem inferior. Narcissists may also put on a show of being better than others to win approval and get what they want. They might hold some people in high regard, those who are helpful or strong, but that's it. To narcissists, anyone else is less important and deserving of poor treatment. Narcissists may use their magnified self-worth to justify why they disregard and despise others. They love themselves and believe themselves to be better or more important than everyone else. Narcissists feel vindicated in their bad behavior and may even seek new ideas or even seek professional help. Number 3. Narcissists aren't exactly open to constructive feedback. How we respond to criticism frequently reflects how self-assured we are of our ability. However, narcissists are uniquely impacted by feedback, even if they appear unfazed by it. Criticize a narcissist, and you might find yourself facing an explosive temper tantrum or public display of tears. It doesn't matter if the feedback is positive or negative. It seems that what other people think of them means everything. If you don't accept responsibility for your part in the situation and continue to blame the narcissist, they'll become more intolerable and work even harder to bend things their way. If brute force doesn't work, They'll engage in a raging battle. It probably isn't worth your effort to attempt and assist them grow if their ego is too fragile to take any criticism. Remember that they only care about themselves, and any attempt to criticize them will likely only lead to heightened cruelty. How does one avoid a self-important individual, you may ask? Number 4. Narcissists struggle with self-forgiveness. The fact that narcissists aren't really in love with themselves may come as a surprise to some. They actually frequently possess a deep-seated hatred of anything that sets them apart from others. However, there's this societal belief that victims of mistreatment should just forgive their abuser eventually. But for narcissists, extending themselves grace can be a monumental struggle. They may suffer quiet bouts of depression and avoid discussing it with anyone. Perhaps they believe it would mar their perfect image, or maybe it's too prideful to admit a flaw. It's difficult distinguishing one narcissist from another, but if you've got a keen sense, you can spot their bullcrap from miles away. But because they are soulless, they have no empathy for anyone, not even for themselves. Good luck finding a narcissist that can swallow their ego and extend forgiveness to others. They're fixated on soaking up other people's negative energy and tend to hurt those same individuals again and again. Number 5. A narcissist's world revolves around their own fantasy. Narcissists have an uncanny ability to radiate charisma and lure you in with their sorrowful backstory of pain and rejection. They're always presented as these bold, creative, and driven individuals who encourage us to strive for greatness ourselves. However, if we fail to strive hard enough, they've got another pitch for us. Give them access to our energy and purpose, and it'll all come back to us bright and shiny. Fiction or non-fiction, stories about self-obsessed individuals can be fascinating. They blur the lines between hero and villain, making for a captivating read. But eventually, you begin to realize that the only substance in their life is the thickness of their own delusions. The more you try to interact with that reality, the more you see the hollowness of their existence. And if you try to introduce any new perspective, prepare for defense or aggression. Narcissists can't accept truth, and so everyone around them must learn to tread carefully. Number 6. Empathy doesn't exist in the narcissist's inner circle. It is simple to understand why narcissists are not the most compassionate individuals. They lack an innate comprehension of the emotions of those other than themselves. It is not simply rudeness on their behalf. They lack genuine sentiments or affection for those closest to them. They are emotionally apathetic. There is a pervasive belief that they have been coddled and indulged since childhood, resulting in a distorted view of what constitutes a healthy relationship. If you believe you can make a narcissist a better person by shouldering their emotional labor, you are mistaken. You are little more than a pawn in their quest for self-promotion. Also, do not anticipate special treatment. Narcissists view every person as an opportunity to bolster their ego. It is either the narcissist's way or you are free to leave. You may believe that you can circumvent their icy, indifferent exterior with subservience and acquiescence. Spoiler alert, you can't. The only way to mitigate their hostility and emotional disconnection is to confront them directly. No more false hope or justifications. They are responsible for the devastation they cause. But don't get your expectations up. Narcissists are notoriously resistant to changing their viewpoint. You will become a victim of their limited emotional range if you wait for a change to occur. The moment of reckoning is when you convert your pretense of grandiosity into reality. Never relinquish your vigilance on what demands your attention. The more knowledge you have on narcissistic personality disorder, the more adept you will be at sidestepping unsavory relationships and opening up space for fulfilling ones. Smash that subscribe button show some love with a like, pop in a review, and crank up those notifications. And if you dig this one, buckle up and prepare for a wild ride as you peruse my other videos.
Hello everybody, thank you for watching this video. I hope that all of you can benefit a lot from all of my explanation. And I hope that all of you will be spared from the crimes of narcissists, and that your life and family will be better and more harmonious. Don't forget to support this channel by clicking, like, sharing, and subscribing, so you don't miss it every time we upload a new video. Okay, thanks, see you again in the next video. Bye bye.